at the end of February, my husband and I went for a weekend getaway to Marfa in the West Texas desert. If you didn't catch that last video, I will link it below. We did a vlog so you can see what we got up to out there. But today we wanted to share with you just a few simple recipes that we made while we were staying in this cute little Airstream trailer. We picked some really simple things that just felt very deserty. So we're going to make some rosemary sage margaritas, some guac, which is like my signature, and you'll see there's one special kind of unexpected ingredient that I add in there, and some vegan chicken tacos. All right, let's get into it. All right, so starting with the best thing first, we're gonna make the rosemary sage margaritas. All you're gonna need is some tequila, triple sec, limes, and fresh rosemary and sage, and some honey to make a simple syrup to go in the margaritas. You can also use sugar, but I just prefer the taste of honey. So to make the rosemary sage simple syrup, all you're going to do is combine equal parts water, honey, and the herbs to a small saucepan. Some water. And I'm using raw honey that's actually local to Austin. It's really, really good. A couple spoonfuls of this. And then just some sprigs of fresh rosemary and sage. I'm actually going to pull the sage off the stem. Save a little bit for garnish later. I'm just going to stir this up just so that the honey gets a spoon. Okay. Then just bring this up to a boil. I'm going to start on medium and just stir occasionally until the honey is completely dissolved. Alright, now that it's been simmering for about 5 minutes, I'm just going to take it off the heat and then let sit, and the herbs will continue to steep and infuse in the syrup while we prepare the other ingredients. Alright, now I'm just going to juice up the limes. Now that the simple syrup has been sitting for about 5 to 10 more minutes, I'm going to strain it into a glass. Oh, smells so good. All right, time to mix them up. We're gonna do 1.5 ounces of tequila. I'm just eyeballing it. And then 1 ounce of triple sec, which is just an orange liqueur. An ounce of our fresh squeezed lime juice. And just the simple syrup to taste. I'm probably going to start with like about 1 ounce. We can add more if we need to. Making a mess over here. All right, I'm going to stir that up. Top with ice. Garnish with a lime wedge, a couple sprigs of rosemary, and that's it. All right, so next up, we're going to make the guac because how can you be in the desert drinking margaritas and not have guac? So all you're gonna need is a couple ripe avocados, some red onion, garlic, cilantro, and my semi-unique special ingredient, which is grapefruit. It really helps to keep the guac fresh and keep it from like turning brown or anything, and it really just adds a nice freshness to it. And then just salt and pepper, and that's it. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is just scoop out some of the avocado into a bowl, and before anyone says anything, I know I'm using a pocket knife for all of this, so funny story, we got out to the Airstream trailer and they have really limited kitchen supplies and they did not have a sharp knife, so luckily my husband had a pocket knife on him, so we just cleaned that up and used it for all the cooking, so yeah. Okay, so we're just going to add some lime juice to the avocado. And then next we're going to dice up some red onion. And then of course adding some garlic as well. And I definitely did not forget to bring my garlic press because I use that for everything. I put garlic in basically every meal I cook. Also, side note, I'm having to do voiceover for this part because my husband and I were blasting 90s jams in the trailer and yeah, can't use any of that music. So sorry about that. Okay, so next up I'm going to add the grapefruit, which really just makes this guac like so refreshing and just so good. So I'm just going to dice some of that up, put it in, and then I also squeeze in a bit of the juice as well. Okay, now I'm just gonna finish it off with some black pepper and salt, and then just top with a little diced cilantro. And here's the finished product. So good. We had it with just some organic blue corn tortilla chips. And yeah, man, as I'm editing this, I could really go for some of this guac right now. It looks so good. Next up, we're just gonna make some really simple, easy vegan chicken tacos. So you're just gonna need some tortillas. We are obsessed with these Margaritas organic flour tortillas. We get them at Whole Foods, and then just some red onion, more avocado, kale, cilantro, and then this no evil vegan chicken. It's really, really delicious. I'm just going to destem and then dice up the kale. This time I use dinosaur kale. I also use just regular curly kale as well. And then I'm just going to coat it in a little bit of lime juice and salt. Then I'm just going to massage the lime juice and salt into the kale and leave that while I make the other ingredients. And that just kind of helps soften it up and make it a little bit less tough. Next up, we're just going to quickly heat the no evil chicken, and we just kind of chopped it up a little bit because they do come in bigger pieces in the package. So we just dice that up, and then we're just going to add it to a skillet. And another thing that we forgot to bring was olive oil. Usually I would put just a tiny bit in the pan. And then we're just topping it with a little garlic powder and black pepper, and then just cook that on low. And I heated the tortillas up just in the oven quickly. And really, that's it. So we're just going to plate them up, add a little bit of chicken to the tortillas, and then top with some of that massaged kale. And I've also topped this with kale and some red cabbage as well. That's also really good. Sprinkle in some red onion. And I'm just putting some avocado on top, a little bit of cilantro, and then topping with Cholula. Oh, a lot of Cholula. And then just serve it with some limes. And this would also be really good with other veggies on top. We just didn't have a lot out here, but corn or some grilled veggies would be super yummy with this. All right, that's it for today. I hope that we gave you some ideas for some quick, easy recipes to try out. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.